Good Monday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And today wasn't a bad day out there. Temperatures hovered around the mid-50s into the upper 50s in some locations. But look at this beautiful shot from up north in Okanagan County. Our Billy Goat camera from our Sky-Fi Tower camera looking down at the Columbia River and where the Methow River joins the Columbia and the Methow, or I should say the Pateros and Brewster areas. But you can see some mid and high level clouds out there and some blue sky. And that pretty much describes our week ahead weather-wise. We will see a mix of cloud and sun. A lot of clouds, especially towards the end of the week. But look at some of the temperatures by the time we get into the end of the week on Thursday. Lower 70s, around 70 on Friday, with just a chance for a stray shower or two. So pretty typical spring weather coming up for us in this week ahead. And we'll have more details for your weather forecast coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A Seattle woman was rescued Sunday after she was caught in an avalanche while skiing in the Alpine Lakes wilderness. A fairly large baggie of methamphetamine was found in a Moses Lake business over the weekend. And prescribed forest burns could make for a smoky day in the Leavenworth area tomorrow. But first we begin tonight. A 36-year-old Tacoma man died Saturday in Lake Chelan when an inflatable kayak he and another man were in flipped over. Chelan County Sheriff Brian Burnett said the accident happened north of the dock area at Lake Chelan State Park. Boaters participating in a fishing derby nearby were able to pull the second man from the water, but the body of Bonaventure Gitau was later spotted by rescue crews on the bottom of the lake, about 30 feet down. A diver from Chelan County Fire District 7 later recovered the body. Burnett said Gitau was not wearing a flotation device. A Seattle woman was rescued Sunday after she was caught in an avalanche while skiing in the Alpine Lakes wilderness. Kent Sisson with the Chelan County Sheriff's Office reports 29-year-old Shanna Hovertson was airlifted to Central Washington Hospital yesterday afternoon with injury to her legs.
We were able to ascertain that she had a injury to both her knees, but one was worse than the other, and there was no possible way she was going to make it out under her own power. And that being quite a distance and a tough hike out, we decided just to launch a helicopter to her location up at Kolchak, which we did, and I believe she was out by about I think about 3 o'clock we had her out and to an ambulance at the fish hatchery. So it turns out that she had a small avalanche that kind of affected her while she was skiing, kind of swept her off her feet and twisted both of her knees.
Hovertson had been skiing with a group of 4 people. They were able to transport her down to a campsite at Lake Kolchak, where she was transferred to the sheriff's helicopter. From there, she was flown to the National Fish Hatchery in Leavenworth, where an ambulance transported her to the hospital. Moses Lake police are looking for the owner of a small plastic baggie with a white substance inside. In a tongue-in-cheek post on Facebook Saturday, the department urged the owner to come to the police department to claim the baggie, which was found in a business on West Broadway. Police wrote, quote, "When you come, please bring any similar items you have to help prove it's yours, and of course, as well as your identification and an overnight bag," unquote. Thus far, the owner has not stepped forward. Well, it could be a smoky day in the Leavenworth area on Tuesday. The Chelan County Public Works Department hopes to burn a big pile of brush on county property at Icicle Road and East Leavenworth Road, a brush drop-off site for citizens and businesses in the Apple Maggot quarantine area. By state law, brush in a quarantine zone is not allowed to leave the area. Tomorrow's burn is dependent on proper weather conditions and a final go-ahead from the State Department of Ecology. The county had hoped to burn the brush last fall, but weather and dry conditions were just not right. Coming up next, supporters of a 51st state called Liberty, which would split Washington in half, don't actually have a state yet, but they do have an official state rifle. A crew of firefighters from Douglas County Fire District 2 were honored recently for saving the life of a little girl who nearly drowned in a frozen pond in Rock Island. And the WenCon Pop Culture Convention took center stage at the Town Toyota Center on Saturday, bringing thousands to the third annual event. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Highlander Golf Course is proud to announce their two new state-of-the-art full-swing golf simulators with over 80 courses of virtual golf to choose from year-round. Or try their laser shot simulated firearm program, or gaming with football, basketball, and much more. Enjoy Highlander food and drink service from their full-service bar and grill in the comfort of their simulator room. Call the Highlander Pro Shop to book your time at 884-4653. That's 884-4653.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating, serving North Central Washington, is proud to offer the finest heating and cooling air quality products along with prompt and professional customer service since 1984. Regardless of the temperature outside, Arctic is here for you. Arctic offers a variety of services: residential and commercial heating, air conditioning, commercial refrigeration, as well as planned fall and spring maintenance for the overall well-being of your system. Call Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for your heating and cooling needs.
Welcome back. In another news, supporters of a 51st state called Liberty, which would split Washington in half, don't actually have a state yet, but they do have an official state rifle, the AR-15. The group backing formation of a new state polled more than 1,000 of its supporters on their preferred rifle, with the AR-15 receiving 45% of the votes. Bills introduced this year by Spokane area legislators supporting the new state went nowhere in the legislature. Still, backers are holding organizational meetings, with another scheduled for Thursday at the Grant County Public Works Department, though those offices are in Ephrata, in that meeting from 6:30 to 8 p.m. A crew of firefighters from Douglas County Fire District 2 were honored recently for saving the life of a little girl who nearly drowned in a frozen pond in Rock Island. At the fire department's annual recognition banquet, members of A Shift received certificates of commendation and meritorious conduct for their efforts in the water rescue and resuscitation of 6-year-old Rayana Shelton. Pictured here from left to right are firefighter James Workman, firefighter Carter Welch, firefighter Jake Toves, Chief John Glenn, firefighter Bill Turner, Captain Shane Flatness, firefighter James Sokolowski, J.P. Sokolowski. The little girl is being treated at Children's Hospital in Seattle and is reportedly showing continued improvement. Well, the WenCon Pop Culture Convention took center stage at the Town Toyota Center on Saturday, bringing thousands to the third annual event. Producer Caitlin Hedershe takes us inside.
Thousands of pop culture and sci-fi fans came together Saturday for the third annual WenCon, a convention organized by the Wenatchee World and sponsored by Radar Station. Hosted under the roof of the Town Toyota Center, the 9-hour event attracted local cosplayers to come as their favorite villains, video game and anime characters, including a number of characters from the ever-popular Star Wars franchise. From the Artist Alley to a number of exhibits, performances, and panels, attendees spent the entire day immersed in their favorite games, movies, and comics. A full-scale replica of the X-34 Luke Skywalker land speeder even made an appearance at the convention, along with a long list of illustrators, actors, and video game artists. WenCon is the first of its kind in the Wenatchee area, bringing a long line of fans to the venue to indulge in their favorite media and even shop around for a few new collectibles and comics. Whether you were a super fan or just there to people watch, and there was plenty of people watching, the pop culture convention didn't disappoint. Caitlin Hedershe, NCWLIFE News.
You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's features story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Stay with us.
Dear Mary Maids, just got home from a trade show and I didn't have time to pick up the house. Kids made chili. Jeff did a mud run. Oh, and Winston shredded Teddy's bed. Again, please clean it the best you can. Oh, except for the statue Max made for me. Thanks, Abby.
Hi, Abby. Clean kitchen, clean bath, clean floor, naughty cat. Poor Teddy. The statue is precious. You should keep it forever. See you next time, Mary Maids.
It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's features story, Life with Lisa's Lisa Bradshaw says Birmingham, Alabama is not really what you would call her comfortable place. But as her Don't Wait project tour continues, she said she found some of the most amazing examples of people living Don't Wait lives.
Lisa Bradshaw coming to you from the Birmingham, Alabama stop of the Don't Wait Project Tour. I'm here at the picnic that is held. It's Donate Life Awareness Month. The picnic had about 2,400 people here today, put on by Donate Life, UAB, Legacy of Hope. Everyone who's here today is either a recipient of an organ donation, a person who donated their loved one's organs, or even a living donor. And I got to sit and talk with some of them. I met a woman today whose son recently passed away, and she was able to donate all of his organs and his ligaments and his corneas.
I know it's hard for them, but I don't know how people do it when they don't have anything positive. At least I know my son is no longer with us, but he's enhancing a lot of other lives.
I met a man who received a kidney transplant in 2004, the same time that my late husband Wesley received his double lung transplant.
So I told her, I said, I'm gonna tell you something. Give you something to look forward to. I said, my son gave me mine, and I had it for 14 years at that time. And she just lit up.
Yeah.
I mean, really lit up, yeah.
When I'm a cancer survivor,
okay.
And when I first was diagnosed, I'd have crawled up in somebody's lap who could tell me, somebody who'd survived a long time. And
right.
This year will be 23 years for me.
Wow.
It was just exciting to see all the hope that comes from organ donation and to be here to be part of spreading that word and creating awareness. It's an honor to be here. As soon as we pulled into Alabama, within 30 minutes, I gave a talk at Huntsville Hospital and the next day at St. Vincent's Hospital. And I just want to give a huge shout out to UAB for welcoming me here, to arranging those talks ahead of time, and then also setting up a booth here at the picnic. And we donated big shoes to anyone who wanted a copy. And that was just a really special thing to give people our story. I let them know the outcome wasn't what anyone would have hoped, but it isn't about what happened. It's about showing up and trying and doing our best and hopefully letting people learn lessons from our experience without having to go through it themselves. I'm glad I came to Birmingham, Alabama. It's not easy for me to be here, but I feel a renewed sense of strength for having done it. I feel energized for the rest of the trip. We head to Atlanta, Georgia tomorrow. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll see you on the road.
Time now for a check of your north central Washington weather forecast. And before we get to the details of all of that, let's take a look outside our weather window, looking down at beautiful Lake Chelan. And we are seeing, I think it's Lake Chelan, isn't it, Kate? Oh, it's the Columbia River. Yeah, it's the Columbia River. All in all, it was a nice day out there. Any way you look at it, there you are. Calm conditions out for winds today. We did see some clouds. Temperatures were below where we should see them for this time of year. In fact, high temperatures today pretty much well below our normal high temperature. We should be at 62 degrees, 56 so far unofficially our high today. 34 is where we started this morning. I'm sure you felt it. It was a little bit chilly making your way out the door this morning. 41 is our normal low. 77 our record high, set back in 1988. Record low temperature 29 in 1982. We did pick up just a little bit more precipitation over the weekend. That now gets us to 3.13 inches for the year. 6:13 our sunrise this morning, and sunset tonight will be at 7:50. Folks, it's been a Monday today. What can I say? Taking a look at that surface loop, let's look at what we can expect over the next week or so. Mostly cloudy skies tonight. We will see light winds out there. Not quite as cold overnight lows. We're talking middle to upper 30s tonight. Any moisture should be in the southern part of Washington state. As we move into Tuesday, really not a bad day. Mostly sunny skies tomorrow. It will be breezy with possibly a sprinkle late in the afternoon. You can see our pressure gradients tightening up here over Washington, and that will bring us some breezy conditions on Tuesday and once again into Wednesday. Mainly we'll be under the influence of this large area of low pressure spinning out in the Pacific. That will bring us some southwest winds, but not bad temperature-wise on Wednesday. Thursday will be our most beautiful day. We'll see partly cloudy skies Thursday. Could see a little bit of blue in central Washington. That's just isolated high base showers for Thursday, with highs then possibly in the middle 70s. And as we end our work week on Friday, mostly cloudy skies. This will be our best chance for some rain. A 30% chance of rain. A little bit better over in Spokane and in western Washington. But by the time we get into the weekend, things look great. Mostly sunny skies, mild conditions. All of Washington state will enjoy sunshine for Saturday, with temperatures hovering in the upper 60s to about 70. Sunday we'll see mid 60s with partly cloudy skies and mild temperatures. A lot of this is just fog that will be late to burn off, especially in eastern Washington. And as we move beyond Sunday into Monday, a week from today, things still look very nice with partly cloudy skies and temperatures in the middle 60s. Your quick lubed and tuned forecast now. 38 degrees the overnight low tonight. We'll see 62 tomorrow. Breezy conditions both Tuesday and into Wednesday. But look at this nice warm up as we get into Thursday. By Thursday, 73 is possible. A 30% chance of rain on Friday and 70 degrees. 65 then for Saturday and the weekend. Pretty much the same for Sunday with mostly sunny skies. High temperatures then at 66 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
I'm working today.
I've got some work to do today.
Don't forget, I've got some work for you today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Thanks.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in our community.
New beginnings feel great, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Be a job creator. Goodwill. There's more behind the store.
Moving doesn't have to be back-breaking, stressful work. And I don't want you to make a move that way ever again.
Traditionally, you would rent a truck. You would load up your stuff. You would rent a storage unit. You would transport it. And finally, you would unload your stuff yourself. You don't have to lift a finger. We bring the mobile storage unit to you, we drop it off, then one of our trusted packers can load it for you. We come pick it up and store it securely for you. We bring it back to you. No hassle, no stress.
If you want to work in healthcare, choose the program that teaches the skills employers want. The Charter College Medical Assistant Program combines hands-on learning in the lab with convenient online learning, plus real-life experience with an externship. Classes start every 5 weeks, so you don't have to wait to launch your new career. Enroll with confidence, knowing Charter is institutionally accredited by the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools, and be ready to work in less than a year. Charter College. We work to get you to work.
It's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Monday to you. Tiger Woods showed the world that he still has a little more left in the tank Sunday. He recaptured the golfing world by winning the Masters Championship at Augusta National. Woods shot a final round 2 par 70 to finish 13 under, one shot better than 3 other players to win his 5th green jacket Sunday. He's the second oldest to ever win the Masters at 43 years old, the oldest being Jack Nicklaus, who was 46 when he won it in 1986. Of course, Tiger continues to chase the Golden Bear's overall major championships. Tiger now has 15. Of course, Jack won 18. Well, big buckets of cold water tossed on Mariner fans over the weekend as they saw their red-hot team cooled by the Houston Astros. Houston completed a 3-game sweep of Seattle Sunday with a 3-2 victory. M's jumped out to an early lead in the bottom of the first when Mitch Haniger extended Seattle's Major League record to 18 games in a row to start the season with a home run. Seattle bullpen couldn't hold the lead, though, for starter Marco Gonzalez, who went 5 1/3, allowing 2 runs on 5 hits with 3 strikeouts. Mariners try to get back on the winning track against Cleveland tonight, 7-10. First pitch, Trevor Bauer against Yusei Kikuchi, still looking for his first victory. Well, the 2019 race season got underway Saturday night at Wenatchee Valley's Super Oval for their Spring Sizzler. Winning the featured races on the night were Jay Evans in the Plum Perfect Roadrunners, Josh Childress in the Northwest Mini Stock Tour, Dave Garber in the Jerry's Auto Supply Pro Late Models, and Trayton Tarr in his number 91 car in the Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning Thunder Car Ren. Next up will be the Leonard Evans 150. That will come up on the first weekend of Apple Blossom on April 27th. Well, turning to the Les Schwab prep scoreboard for the weekend, first of all in soccer. Eastmont turned aside Moses Lake Friday at Wildcat Stadium, 1-0 the final. Sebastian Moraga and Matt Wisen had the play-by-play on the NCWLIFE channel.
12:06 on the clock. There's the kick. Trying to control it is Maldonado. Bit of a ping pong game. There's Cabrera. Cabrera with some room. Cabrera, right-footed shot. Cabrera, goal, 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 goal! What a beautiful strike by Jorge Cabrera to give Eastmont the lead over the Moses Lake Chiefs. Upfield of him is Gonzalez. Good ball.
Have the shot.
Balaudo, the shot! Oh my goodness. Whew, that deserved better, Matt Wisen.
I don't know if he could have hit that post any harder. Good ball's in, though. I mean, the second runners in are doing a good job.
Ahead of that time by Bolduc, cleared away by the back line of Eastmont. Off to the races now is Balaudo, and he's going to get there. Balaudo, and the crossbar denies him again. Unbelievable.
What an effort there.
A good bounce that time. This could be dangerous. Flag is up. None of that will count.
But it was off a defender, was it not?
Yeah, I didn't think it was offside myself. Cabrera, 2 on the wall. Kubler unfair. The shot right at the hands of Mr. Santoyo. Kubler taken back by Balaudo. There's the whistle that tells us that this game ends with Eastmont as the victors by a score of 1-0.
I was pleased with how they play on the field. The only thing that we needed to do was put the game away with the chances that we had, with the opportunities that we produced. That is what was missing, and that is what has been missing throughout the season. Is defensively we're strong, we're able to hold teams off, but to win games you got to score goals, and the games that we've lost is because we don't put those opportunities away. And today was, we managed to put one away, and defensively played well, but we had many other chances that needed to go in and did it.
So Eastmont gets a win. Also on Friday, Wenatchee fell on the road at West Valley 2-0. Saturday, Cashmere blanked Manson, while Cascade cruised past Brewster. On the Les Schwab Prep baseball scoreboard, first of all on Friday, Eastmont dropped a doubleheader on the road at Eisenhower, falling 10-3 and 6-5. On Saturday, Cascade and Cashmere split a twin bill, with the Kodiaks winning the opener 12-1. Bulldogs took the nightcap 13-3. Chelan swept Okanagan. Manson and Liberty Bell split, with the Trojans winning the first game 2-1. Lions took the second 7-1. Waterville, Mansfield, and Oroville will postpone due to some weather, and I don't think that field is quite ready to go. Also, softball on Friday. Eastmont swept 2 from Eisenhower. On Saturday, it was Cascade sweeping Cashmere. Okanagan swept Chelan, and Waterville, Mansfield, and Oroville were postponed. High school lacrosse over the weekend. Well, we told you on Friday that the Wenatchee Valley Thunder would win by forfeit over Hanford. Then they played a tough game on Saturday, went to overtime. Gonzaga Prep comes out on top 7-6. Tristan Plock led the way for Wenatchee with 4 goals. Checking the Les Schwab tennis scoreboard from the weekend. Tenasket and Chelan split with the Tiger Boys, winning 5-0. Lady Goats coming out on top 4-1. Pateras swept Eniat, and on Saturday, Cashmere Boys were able to sweep Royal. Also, the girls victorious there. Here's what we have on tap for the broadcast schedule for this week. It begins tomorrow night with Eastmont hosting Davis in Big 9 soccer at 7 o'clock. Sebastian Moraga and Matt Wisen at Wildcat Field with the latest on that. Also, Thursday, Game 5 of the playoffs between Wenatchee and Cowichan Valley at 7. Then on Friday, more soccer. Eastmont hosting Wenatchee at 7 o'clock. That's sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom on the NCW Life channel. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. Recapping tonight's top story, a 36-year-old Tacoma man died Saturday in Lake Chelan when an inflatable kayak he and another man were in flipped over. Chelan County Sheriff Brian Burnett said the accident happened north of the dock area at Lake Chelan State Park. Boaters participating in a fishing derby nearby were able to pull the second man from the water, but the body of Bonaventure Guitao was later spotted by rescue crews on the bottom of the lake, about 30 feet down. A diver from Chelan County Fire District 7 later recovered his body. Burnett said Guitao was not wearing a flotation device. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.
NCW Life channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's learn. Guada TV. Street Talk and Other Stuff. The 12th District. Life with Lisa. And the Arbiter of Stoke. NCW Life channel is your local TV station.
My name is Lacey Haggerty, and I'm a nurse midwife with Columbia Valley Community Health. I love all aspects of my job because it is a profession that's very committed to empowering women to make decisions in their health care that feel best for them. It's incredibly valuable to me as a midwife that I get to take care of women throughout their whole lifespan. I hope to see you at a future visit because I know you'll love having midwifery care.
Are you wanting high-speed internet but don't have access to PUD fiber? Try Sky-Fi high-speed wireless internet from LocalTel. Call 888-8888 today. There's no substitute for the power of cable TV advertising. With Solion Cable TV advertising, you can reach your target audience right here in North Central Washington. We understand their viewing habits and can precisely target your customers on great cable networks like these. Call Solion Broadcasting today and let us show you how to put your business message right in front of thousands of prospects at a very affordable price. Solion Broadcasting, 509-888-2020.
Hey there, Wenatchee. I'm Sean Lee, and I'm inviting you to check out the NCW Movie Guide to keep up on what movies are playing in our town.
Do you have a fun or interesting video you'd like to see featured here on the NCW Life channel? It's easy. All you have to do is send us an email at newsphotos@ncwlife.com.
Hi, I'm Darcy Christofferson, Administrator of the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival, and you are watching the NCW Life channel.